All right, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Rater, and I am back. Give it a couple seconds for people to come and check out the stream. So, I am back, and this time, the last one I just did was a Chinese Sichuan Baijiu variety, a hot and sour sweet potato thread variety. This time, we have something from Vedan. This is Vedan Wei Wei Premium Braised Pork. Thanks to Kyle K over in the TW for giving me the help on the translation. And so we've got the water already cooked, boiled. So one thing that's kind of neat about these is that they tell you the amount of time that it's going to take. Where is that? Yeah, it's right. Or no, this one. Uno momento. I'm blind. I can't help you, but it does tell you. Maybe if I do this. No, that's not going to work for me. But down here on the label, it says 500, and 500 is the amount of liquid that you would put in the bowl. So that makes it a lot easier for me, especially when there are varieties that say you get one that has a bowl that's styrofoam and it has graphics on the side of it. I need to cut up that bowl and do scans of it. Well, if it says how much water's in it, instead of using that bowl, I'll just use a pot and a lid. That's so much easier, and it's the exact same thing. So, this one is going to go for 3 minutes. This is one of those varieties that has the big retort pouches in it. So, that's pretty fancy. So, the noodle block going in. The seasoning and some other stuff going in. And the paste, which I will need the assistance of a spoon. I tell you these... Oh, that's an odd spoon. These small children's spoons, these are great for getting every last bit of sauce out. There we go. And oh, fell down the hole. And then I just kind of run it around, and yeah. I better get this out of the drain. There. And then when we're ready here, I'll give it a little stir just to make sure everything gets all happy as a clam. Sure. There we go. And this one takes 3 minutes. We'll take this out. But yeah, we got 3 minutes. And engage. And lid. So yeah. That's how I usually, if possible, I do bowls. Because bowls and cups too, especially the Japanese ones, invariably they all give you that information. They'll just be like, on the lid there'll be like a big number 3, and then underneath it in smaller print there'll be like 500 ml. That's all you need to know. 500 milliliters for 3 minutes. It's nice because they have these water tanks that you can just dispense water right out of. So, hot water. So yeah, I got this one while I was in Taiwan in November. Definitely due. And one thing that's nice too, it's funny, the expiration dates on the expiration on this one is just around the corner. However, on the retort pouch that comes inside of it, this one comes with a big pouch full of meat. That one is like well over a year until that expires. So if you have one that's expired, Miles, if you have one that's expired, what you can do is just throw different instant noodles in it. If that's what you want to do. So let's see where we at. Just under $1.50 left. Here's what the contents of that retort pouch looks like. Kind of hard to get a picture of how much meat's in there at the time, but you'll see. That's not necessary, Miles. He finds it necessary, but I however, do not think it's really a necessary thing to do. 47 seconds left on the clock. Usually what you do is you put the retort pouch on top of the bowl and lid. So it's like you'd have the bowl and the lid that you opened half up, and put the stuff in, and you put the pouch on top, and that warms the pouch. Generally, when I do it with the pot, it stays pretty darn warm, so I don't know. Usually noodles, when they come out, seem a little too warm for me to handle anyways, so I generally just, let it go. Let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Hey, noisy. All right, and noodles are done. Doesn't smell bad at all. And then here goes the meat. You can see the chunks of pork going in there. Let's see this really quick. Seem to have sprung a leak somehow. Anyways, so here's what you see that? There's the pork. Pretty cool. Generally, it's really quite good. I've got a friend, guy named Robert. What up, dude? He really seeks this stuff out. He has found ways to get this stuff imported in the U.S. That just amazes me. eBay Canada, believe it or not, he has gotten like spent like over $100 on a big, huge box of noodles from Taiwan. Just all these big, full retort pouch ones. It says like beef on it, and they know it has beef, but they just don't look at it, which is nice, All right, well let's give this a look-see. Noodle. That's lovely. Generally, I try to be a little light on the pork eating because I got to take a picture. There's a small piece. That's pretty good. Here's one of the larger pieces. Have a look at that. Braised pork. So yeah. Highly recommend this stuff. Broth. It tastes like braised pork. It doesn't taste like braised pork, brand new, fresh at a restaurant, but it'll do in a pinch. I definitely like this stuff. So if you are in Taiwan and haven't tried this, give it a try. Generally, I like the pack versions better because you don't have to steep them. I like noodles that are cooked better than steeped. So, but oh yeah, these are decent. So, all right, well, that is the live streaming for today. If you didn't catch the first one, look for that. I'll have a graphic up for that as well pretty quickly. All right, well, hey, this has been Hans the Ramen Rater wishing you